It's a five-goal thriller at the Emirates, one of the best Premier League games that we've seen for some time. Fog Football here to refute. And I mean, people can talk about Liverpool City, but let's be real, no one cares about Liverpool City. It was all about Arsenal United about 20 years ago, so let's flash back to the late 90s, early 2000s. And you know what? This game fit right in my opinion. Arsenal started this game very strong in the opening 5 minutes, but I feel like up until they scored the second goal, Arsenal were very sloppy on the ball. Like they still created a lot of chances and way deserved to win this game, but United were still pretty good in defeat. But yeah, we've creating chances from the get go part. I mean, just attacking for both flanks. Luke Shaw is absolutely getting done in by Saka, Martinelli. Wan-Bissaka did a better job with Martinelli than Luke Shaw did with Saka, but at the end of the day, they're both getting torn to shreds in some degrees. Weghorst, I thought for his first game for United, did a really good job. But I think from a United point of view, you couldn't really ask much more from him. He held it up, but again, against an Arsenal team that's just so prolific and dominant, he wasn't really. I think it was a tough ask to throw Weghorst into this team and expect him to do big things. But then again, you know what? He battered Argentina, so why couldn't he batter Arsenal? But yeah, Rashford, he pickpockets Partey, absolutely does him in, nutmegs him, and puts it into the bottom left hand corner. Great goal, right? Great goal. I don't care who you support. You cannot take this away of it for Marcus Rashford. I think he's in the form of his career. He loves a goal against Arsenal. I remember his first game he came on and he sunk Arsenal. I believe United beat Arsenal that day 3-2. That must be about 7 years ago now. Absolute fucking Finger was in charge. Shows you how long ago it was. Arsenal then get a corner due to sloppy play for United. And again, yeah, I mean, I just don't understand what they're doing at the back, Manchester United here. But Arsenal, ball whipped in, don't get anything. Well, no, actually, didn't get whipped in. They start passing it about, and you're thinking from an Arsenal point of view of like, what are they doing here with the ball? But then Xhaka finally played to him, whipped across to Nketiah, boom, one each. Arsenal back in it, and you know at this point, like the game had been great for 25 minutes. United. I mean, did United like trying to think of United chances in the first half after this? Like, I mean, there's not really an awful lot happening. As for Arsenal, Arsenal kept getting into great positions, but they weren't really forcing De Gea into good saves. Like Odegaard, like there were so many times where Arsenal were just like hitting the ball, like it was almost like they were trying to pass it into the net, like you're so used to an Arsenal team doing back in the day, tiki taka, but they couldn't really get it across. Ben White ends up getting booked, which I thought was pretty smart at half time to take him off for Tomiyasu. Because guess what? Tomiyasu gets the assist for Saka. As we said, Luke Shaw constantly backing off. Tomiyasu finds Bukayo Saka. And yeah, I mean, with him and Rashford's, I think Rashford's is more pleasing on the eye, but that doesn't take away from Saka, man. He just absolutely bends this into the bottom left hand corner. De Gea has got no chance. And then, like just Arsenal did in the first half, United strike back immediately. They have a corner. Hits ahead of Martinez. It's looking to because Ramsdale misses it. It's going to the back post. Gabriel tries to clear it, heads it into the roof of the net. Still a Martinez goal, of course, but yeah. And then after this, I think United kind of just settled for the draw, which is weird. Like for 60 minutes, it was an even game, but I think you'd slightly give it to Arsenal. But then again, it's two each, so you know United have came to the league leaders. Maybe you would give it to United, but either side, like I mean, could claim they were better in the first 60 minutes, but the final half an hour was all Arsenal, guys. It was all Arsenal. You can't dispute that domination. Like it was just relentless. I'm actually surprised that United kept them out that long. Like a chance falls to Nketiah, hits it. Really should do better with the shot, in my opinion. But De Gea still has to save it. A few corners that United defend it really well. Odegaard phenomenal. Lofts like a wee ball over to Xhaka, but he can't quite get on it because Martinez clears it. And then we get the goal. It's played out to Zinchenko. The ball is then whipped across. I believe it's Odegaard tries to shoot, or it might be Xhaka, one of the two. And I think it's a tackle. It's a tackle for United guy. I can't remember who. And it flicks up. And Ketia taps in, but everyone's thinking it's offside because it looked offside. You know, like from initial, you just think. And Ketty is that much further forward than the defenders. But then you realise that the guy that was marking Zinchenko, who was it? Must have been Wan-Bissaka, who, you know, it fought for quite a few goals against City. The one goal against City and then these couple here. He's good at a slide tackle, Wan-Bissaka, but his 50 million price tag, that just doesn't suit him. But the goal stands, Arsenal win, United's greeting, Mark Goldbridge is in the mud. And I mean, that has effectively ruled United out of a title race. But again, did many people think they were in a title race? I didn't think they were, but of course, if United won the day, they were. I mean, you'd have to include them. But again, Arsenal and United, they've got a good starting 11, both of them. I mean, obviously Arsenal have been better than United this season, but I mean, when you look at their benches, they're very weak. And United now, I mean, if you look at the Premier League table, they are what they are. I mean, they're 11 more. They're 11 points behind Arsenal, and Arsenal have a game extra to play, man. So if that doesn't spell out disaster for Manchester United, I don't know what does. But yeah, I think the top four, if I was to make a prediction, will stay the same. Of course, there is a 6 point gap for Man United to Tottenham, but again, they're going to win. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this game. It was like the good old days, Arsenal and United. But until next time, peace.